This is Marsha and Hugh, and we're a Food for Our Reasons farm and chef service. Today we're going to do a dish of my heritage, which I'm from. My part of my family is from Calabria, Italy, but we're going to do something that's very Sicilian, and it was something that I grew up eating all my life. So today we're going to have some shrimp and olives and tomato and all the pickled stuff that goes in it. So today, we're going to start out with some extra virgin olive oil in a medium hot pan. And we have shrimp that are 13 to 15, but we're going to do them, and then I'm going to pull them off to the side and put them in something, because I need to make the sauce in the pan. Flip them in. So you see it, most of them are really going to have a really good sear.
Yeah, they are.
So, that's all you want.
So then you're going to give them a little color on the other side too, right?
Yeah, once I put them in the sauce, then they'll get the rest of their color.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Well, they're big, so you don't want to overcook them.
Yeah.
Because if they're like golf balls, you don't want chewy. You want thinner.
Yeah.
So.
And you're going to be putting them with hot sauce.
Right.
They do look good. I'm trying to get...
I know.
I'm trying to get a view of both pans at the same time, and it's a little bit difficult.
Okay, so you're going to take them and let them rest, but they're going to continue to cook.
Let me get a good view of those little shrimps. They look really tasty. Alright.
Alright, so now I'll turn the pan up a little bit, and I'm going to put some olive oil in the pan. And we're going to do a sauce which is very, very close to my culture. Half of my family was from Calabria, which is not far from Sicily. And so this is going to be Sicilian style. We're going to have some shrimp, some garlic, capers, anchovies, oregano, tomato, caramelized onions, and we're also going to have some marinated olives and citrus, which they have the orange and the citrus in them. It's going to make very sweet. Some wine.
And don't forget.
And we're going to have some V8 juice. And a chef uses V8 juice. It's stock in a bottle. If you're going to use a meat sauce or something and you need stock, you can use that. And it has all the vegetables in it. It's like you made that stock at home with tomatoes. It's going to brown up. It's got a lot of flavor. And it's cheap. And I can use that and use a little 8-ounce can or 4-ounce can to make a sauce in the pan to order. And I'll have the best tasting sauce than you'll ever have. So our pan's smoking a little bit. I turn it up. So now we're going to do our garlic. And we're going to mix it up a little bit. We want it to start getting cooked and the fat is left over in the pan. And if you could smell it, you'd know it's getting toasted. Okay, so next we're going to take our anchovy and our oregano, about 3 slices of anchovy, and a tablespoon or maybe 2 teaspoons of oregano. So
And we're using dry oregano because our oregano in our indoor garden died. What do you need next?
Next we're going to put on our capers. And it smells really good. We'll do our white wine. About, I don't know, 2-3 ounces. Going to squeeze a couple tomatoes in it. Maybe 3 tomatoes if they're not real big from the can. And then we're going to do our onions. And then we're going to do our olives and citrus, which are marinated. And we're going to do that. And all we need to do now is we just need to mix that up and just let it do its thing. And then we're going to put some V8 juice in it and a little splash, a little dash of red pepper flake. And we're going to have this with shrimp. But most of the Sicilians, they would rather have it with a piece of fish. Usually if they cook it on the grill, this is something they make as a condiment. And when they do that, they want a good piece. And usually, because that's the only part of the meal they really eat, is they'll eat a piece of fish, but then they'll eat some condiment and with it. And since my family from Calabria, Italy, it's very close to Sardinia and Sicily, and they pretty much eat almost the same. So if you could be here and smell that, now I'm going to put the shrimp back into this.
It does smell delicious.
And it's going to be something that...
And you can smell the spice from the red pepper flake and the spices that were in with the olives.
And that's something that you're going to be really good for you. I mean, they've eaten it all their lives, and they're healthy, really healthy individuals. And I think the same way is because my wife and I, we eat a lot of Mediterranean and Italian food. And that's only not that we buy it out, because I have it at home, because I show my heritage. And I am German and Italian, so part of my family is from Hamburg, Germany, and then part of my family is from Calabria, Italy. It's an odd combination, but growing up, I learned a lot of food from my German grandmother and my Italian grandfather, which was played in the orchestra in Italy, and was a very talented man, not only in food but in music. So this is something that my mother only made maybe 2 times in my life, but she showed that something her father liked to eat, and that's what she learned from her mother, is what to make. And it was something that they ate and didn't eat very often, but when they did, it was a treat. Because my grandfather didn't make much money as a shoemaker. But they did eat good. Some tortellini. And it's okay, because, we don't need much juice. I'm actually going to turn this off.
You turned the wrong burner on. There you go. That works.
And we're going to have that over some tortellini and its own sauce. And it's very, if you were here, you'd smell the anchovy, the olives, the citrus. And it's very traditional Italian cuisine. When we start to think about Sardinia and Sicily and Calabria, it's not much different. It's very close to what everybody eats. And that's something that's, because there's such a port that thrives on seafood, then that's something they would eat probably quite often.
Alright.
Cheese tortellini, they're fresh, and usually I make my own, but today we decided for something easy, so we're going to do them. And I usually have a machine that mixes and extrudes any shape I pretty much want. So we're going to, next time when we do pasta, we're going to do fresh pasta, and I'm going to show that. I just want to get a spoon, and I just want to mix them up.
How long did you say?
6 minutes. That burner on our stove is a turbo burner, so basically 6 minutes, is that should be boiling like hell in about 3 minutes. That's usually what happens. But we have everything we need. We are going to do this. We already have our sauce made. Maybe next time we're going to do 3 courses. We're going to do an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. So for today it'll be good, but next time we're going to think about the holidays, and maybe we'll do just a bunch of appetizers. Because my wife was telling me, she said, you need to do a bunch of appetizers. Your appetizers are so good. So we'll see. See, all it does, look, they're already, it's fresh pasta. So already they're pretty much done. And I'm going to take them, I'll drain them in the sink and put them in a bowl, and then we will have our shrimp and Sicilian sauce right after that. Now, this is something that probably they wouldn't eat every day. They probably would eat it on a holiday, because in that culture, Italian, Calabrian, Sicilian, they like to eat seafood for Christmas and the holidays, because it signifies their guide with Jesus and their religion. And most of the time it's fried shrimp, fried smelts, which we don't get down here unless you special order them. You can get them in Pennsylvania and Maine and all the upper northern states, which is basically just little fish. And what they do is it's about the size of your finger. It's like a minnow, and they fry it, and that's what they eat for the holiday, to signify the new holiday, which is Jesus and so forth. They're done. All the tortellini are done. So we're going to take them and drain them. And then we're going to put them in a bowl. So now, I'm going to take a spoon. So now we're going to do our shrimp. And when you do your sauce, you give them a generous portion. And that's enough sauce to do for your shrimp too. And all you really need to do is take it and you wipe the plate, a little bit of fresh parsley. And I won't suggest cheese, because traditionally the Italians don't like cheese with seafood. Maybe cheese pasta, that's one thing, but they don't top it with cheese. So I hope that you're looking at that and going, that's some Sicilian style shrimp with marinated olives, citrus, capers, garlic, anchovies, onions, and some V8 juice. And something you can do in a whole pan at home. And it's easy, and you don't have to worry about overcooking it or not cooking it enough. And I guarantee your family will love it, especially your wife or your husband. If you do that for them, and they'll wonder where you got that from. So Thank you for. This is Marsha and Hugh, and this is Food for Our Reasons Farm and Chef Service. Thank you.